If you're looking for someone to help you with your investments, with your personal finance, and handhold you through wealth management processes, this industry is just growing. There are a few professionals who help people manage their money, and there are a large number of distributors or those who help in completing financial transactions. So the first thing for you to know is to differentiate between these two. There is an army of sellers of products. They have sales targets, they have products which they have to sell, and they will span out and meet you and offer you a product and tell you, buy this is closing today, or there is a tax saving on this, you have to pay only for this amount of time, your money is going to double. So there is going to be a sales pitch that will happen to you from these distributors. If you are not prepared to ask questions about how a product would work, ask to see the literature, ask to understand how these products work, it's very likely that you will end up with a set of products thinking that you're dealing with a financial advisor, but you've only dealt with a salesman. How will you recognize a financial advisor as opposed to a distributor? A financial advisor will talk about you, will not talk about the products. A financial advisor will tell you what you should be doing and how these investment actions will help you. He need not have something very elaborate. He might just be suggesting to you that you should systematically invest over the long term for your specific financial aspirations. Good enough. But he's talking about you and showing you how your investments will work over a period of time. You will find that a financial advisor is willing to provide you choices, provide you with comparisons, and is not anxious to push a product and get you to close a deal with him in a meeting. You will also see that a financial advisor has a process. The financial advisor will ask you what your plans for your financial life are, will likely take you through a risk profiling questionnaire which determines how much risk you can take, or sit with you to work out how your cash flows look, what kind of surpluses you will have for investing, and how these will pan out over a period of time. When an investing process is being discussed by the financial advisor, you will find that he shows the eagerness to engage with you over the long term. Fourth, you will find that the financial advisor is qualified and is telling you that he is qualified to make financial decisions on your behalf. He might have a professional qualification which is approved by a regulating body, or he will have an acclaimed qualification which is an industry standard. So you know that he is talking on the basis of knowledge that he has acquired to qualify himself to offer the advice that he is offering you. A good quality financial advisor therefore will have these four orientations: process, planning, documentation, and long term. Then you know that you're dealing with someone with whom you can trust your money. Sometimes you're dealing with a representative of a bank or a broking house, and you think that there is an institution behind this person who's advising me, and therefore this is going to be a fair deal. You should still be cautious. You should still be sure that the representative is able to tell you what is the process their organization follows. He is able to tell you how the products he is offering to you have been selected. He is able to show you comparisons between the product he is offering you and others. He is also able to take you through a set of documentation which has the approval of his organization. These are precautionary measures you have to take in your own interest, because as a young early investor, you may not be such a big account to attract the attention of the best in the financial advisory profession. You might still be dealing with distributors, relationship managers, and basic level advisory professionals. So a part of your protection comes from asking these questions about the products that are being offered, the processes that are being followed, and the orientation of the advisor who's talking to you. You have the choice to change from one advisor to the other, but how you will work with your investments will depend on how much time you're able to take in managing your money well, because it's a joint process. While you're engaging an advisor, you can't completely wash your hands off how your money is being managed. So there is some part of the job that you will still have to do, some part of the process and documentation which you still have to complete. But if the advisor is willing to do the other part and ensure that your transaction happens in a smooth manner and it happens to the plan you have for your money, then you're well on your way.